Hello everybody, it's Richie with a vinyl finds video. I haven't made one of these in over a month. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks. And I actually have quite a few things to show. I actually have enough for another video too. I think it was like a couple of months ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, I don't know. I kind of decided I was going to skip Record Store Day because they moved it to June 20th. And I'm going to be moving that time. Well, my move got postponed to July. But what I decided to do is I was skipping Record Store Day and I was going to buy 3 what I considered grails. It turned into 5, so I blew all my Record Store Day money. But it looks like Record Store Day is canceled anyway, so it all worked out. Anyways, I'm going to get started. A lot of records here. Now, these first 3 are kind of illustrate that Vinyl Rich is kind of full of shit. And what I mean by is the first 3 are going to be box sets. Now, I recently made a video saying I don't really like box sets or something, and I don't really like box sets and I don't get cassettes or something like that. Anyways, I got this Cornell, live at Cornell, 1977, I believe. Yeah, the Grateful Dead. 5 record set. It's fantastic, dude. I've been conversing with Randall Weaver about different gigs and shows, Grateful Dead shows, and I had gotten this one, and I asked him what are some other ones, and he recommended, and that'd be my next box set. But anyways, this is just, I don't know, it's really nice packaging. Really cool, look at that. I kept the shrink. It comes with this really cool little booklet. Read the whole darn thing. Very interesting, because I don't really know a lot about the Dead shows and all that, you know. But yeah, this was a really good write-up. And this show is actually on YouTube, the whole complete show. And there's some really cool comments in the comments section on that. It has 5 records, as I said. And the records are just in the sleeves. Black vinyl. It looks like all the labels are the same. I'll take it out. What the hell? Really nice sleeves. Polyline. It's a 9-sided thing. The last side has this etching. But yeah, I've been listening to the Grateful Dead probably more than anything, actually, the last month or so. In fact, this particular box set I really dove into, and it is absolutely fantastic. When I first got it, I listened to the first record, and let's say it seemed okay, you know, but as it goes on, it's almost like they were kind of just warming up. And man, as it goes on, it's just fantastic, dude. Great version of Dancing in the Street. And then you got Scarlet Begonias, Into Fire of the Mountain, and it ends with a St. Stephen, Not Fade Away, and then back into St. Stephen, and then Morning Dew, and one more Saturday Night. Just fantastic stuff. I prefer the Jerry Garcia vocals over the Bob Weir. It seems like Bob Weir tries too hard a little bit, you know. A great man once said, "Know your limitations." seems like Bob Weir doesn't know his limitations, and he tries to sing some songs that vocally he's not capable of. But it's the jams that fucking make this, and I'm so glad I got it. And the second box set that shows Rich is full of shit is the Fillmore West 1969, February 28th. I guess they played 4 nights. I think it was the 27th, the 28th, and maybe it was March 1st and 2nd, something like that. And I asked Randall Weaver, you know, what after this, because I had bought this, what do you recommend? And he recommended these shows. And I told him, well, I'm only going to get one. Isn't the 27th and the 28th show kind of pretty much similar? And he kind of agreed. There's a few differences. But he recommended this one. Man, am I glad he did, dude. I mean, there's almost 6 minutes of feedback at the end of this, you know? It's another one on 5 records, I believe. Again, I kept the shrink. And this one has more of just a pamphlet. It's not really what I would call a book. And it's packaged pretty much the same. I think the 27th show is a 4 LP set. This one again, it's 4 LPs, and then the 5th LP is only one-sided. And these labels are really quite plain. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. And this side, it does have an etching. Really heavyweight vinyl. This one I haven't listened to as much, but I think I like this one better. It's fantastic though. The last 4 weeks I've probably been listening to the Dead 90% of the time. I have that one show that they did up in Oregon. Man, it's in my car. It's like a 3 CD set and a DVD. But yeah, I've been kind of deading out lately. And the third box set I bought, this is the one that just barely came. And this is it's really surprisingly how good this is. It's Ty Segall, Pigman Lives, Volume 1. It's demos, 2007 to 2017. And it's 4 records of demos. Just great stuff. I some of these don't really sound like demos. He's playing it sounds like it's a 4-track or 8-track recordings. And it's got a giant poster. I'll show the feet. And it's a poster of this. And it's got 4 records. They're all like this. They say side 1, side 2, and there's no write-up at all. Nothing, on what the songs are. The songs are listed in this very small writing, where most records, the copyright and all this, right there. They are in order here, it seems like. But I was kind of disappointed with that. I would have rather, to be honest, had like an insert with the song listings and maybe when they were recorded than a stupid poster. I mean, I'm come on, man. I'm about ready to retire. What do I want a fucking poster for, But anyways, the material on here is fantastic. I've probably listened to everything on here. I've listened to everything at least twice. I've listened to the first couple albums 3 times. But yeah, I'll dive into this. It's actually really well done. But yeah, the packaging, it was kind of basic. It only cost $40 for the 4 records though, so you really can't complain. But yeah, I bought 3 box sets, in the last 2 months, I guess you could say. More like 6-7 weeks. And I got something else. First time ever. I bought 2 mobile Fidelity records. I watched Melinda Murphy's video on MoFi Fidelity, and it kind of piqued my interest. I have one MoFi. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Here it is. I do have one MoFi. Original master recording. The Beatles' Help. And this is still sealed. And I've left it sealed. Because I'm a nerd. But I've never went to the MoFi website. And she was talking about it. And I go, you know what? I'm going to check it out. And there was a lot of records on there that I was interested in. But they're all at 45 RPM. Some of the Dylans that I don't have. And I just can't get into a single album being on 2 discs at 45 RPM. Okay, it sounds great, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I like putting the album on and listening to the album the way the album was intended. But I did buy this one. I've been looking for a great copy of this. I find them, but they're always beat. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to just get the MoFi one. Now, this is Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. That means I don't think this was recorded from the original masters for whatever reason. But it's a great. It sounds great. Very quiet. And man, these packaging, they're very heavy. They're not cheap though. But for this album, I thought it was worth it. It comes with this, 2 of these, kind of adverts, and I guess I'll pull one of the records out. Very heavy vinyl, and very plain sleeves. Labels. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. There's a couple more that I'm thinking of getting. And one of them actually is a 45 RPM. I was thinking of maybe getting the Superfly, but I don't know. And the other one I got from MoFi, again, it comes with this, 2 of these. It is original master recording, so this was from the original master tapes. And it's the Bob Dylan and the Band in the Basement tapes. I do not have this album. And I thought, you know what? It would be kind of nice to have this. I don't know if this is a audiophile recording to begin with, but whatever. It's very nice and quiet. And this is one album by Dylan I never really dove into. And I still haven't yet because I've been listening to the fucking Grateful Dead. But yeah, I'm glad I got this. So yeah, my first 2 MoFis. This one was actually at a reduced price, so it's cool. I guess they're all numbered. I don't know how many. I guess it varies. Ron Beaudry, he's got a channel, and he talks about MoFi recordings a lot, and sometimes they're the best recording of an album, and sometimes they aren't, and he's quite frank about it. And he recently talked about the Iron Butterfly one, and he was kind of disappointed in that. Now I got a couple more albums and some 7 inches. Really good, all good stuff. Gavin Johnson, he's got a channel, but he doesn't make content. On my last Vinyl Finds, he made a comment, about this band here, Exit Order. And he thought I might like them. I believe they're from New York. Seed of Hysteria. This is their album. And it sounds like 82 UK punk, kind of. With the vocalist sounds, and even the music sounds a lot like 45 Grave at times. He mentioned that the vocals are mixed way back in the mix. They're kind of low, but I kind of like it. And this is some really blurry pictures of the band. You can see the singer here. She's got a really good voice, and it's got all the lyrics. Exit Order. If you're into punk, 80s punk, I think you'll like it. And it's on black. And it's very plain labels. I'm trying to look and see what label this is. Side 2 Records. Okay. I saw the side 2, but I was thinking it was just side 2. But yeah. Very cool. Thank you, Gavin. I really appreciate that. And now another guy. Oh. And I do have a 7-inch. I bought their 7-inch too. And I kind of like this one better. This is the one I've listened to the most. It's got 8 songs on side 2 Records again. Oh, there's something in here. How cute, the words. Like I'm not gonna read those, I don't think. And again, on side 2 Records, very plain label. Very cool shit. Now, this next record is one that was recommended to me by Melvin Ramone. This is a channel that I was aware of, but somehow completely slipped. It went through the cracks, and I only recently started watching some of his videos like a month or 2 ago. And there was a comp I showed of Detroit bands. And one of the bands featured on that is Timmy's Organism. And he recommended that band. He goes, oh, you got to check them out. So I did. And the Timmy's Organism is one of my favorite songs off of that comp. And this is Eating Colors. It's a band that's been around for a while. And this is I don't know where it is on their discography. Very heavy, 180 gram. Check that shit out, dude. Now that's a band, dude. Come on. You can tell that, they're a little bit older. They're not youngsters. Been doing this shit for a while. Just fantastic. 180 gram. I don't know if that really means a lot, but Eating Colors by Timmy's Organism. Highly recommend. And I'm going to leave a link to Melvin Ramone label. Apparently he's a Melvin's fan. I think it's his favorite band, and obviously he likes the Ramones. Either that, or he might have been one of the drummers for the Ramones. They're the only ones that seem to be able to live or survive. Now this next two, a couple of 7-inches, I bought off of Bandcamp on the Segall Bandcamp. Sentimental Goblin EP. Very cool shit. It's Pain back with Black Magic. And let's see, man. Suicide Squeeze Records. And the record. Very cool. Segall. I like Segall. I had none of his 7-inches. He ends up releasing them on albums, though, I have one of his singles collections. I think 2. And I bought one other Segall. And this is a double. Ugh. This is a double. And it's in 3D. And it comes with 3D glasses. And Famous Class. I don't know if this was in there. That's the record label. And I think one record is red and the other one's blue or green. But yeah, this one here, some of it's kind of mellow and some of it's not. Suicide Squeeze, so I guess Suicide Squeeze is the label. But yeah, that's cool. Segall, I mean, you can't go wrong. Now on my 3 videos back or whatever, I did my San Francisco bands. And I talked briefly about Flipper. And Kim Gordon's single, he asked if I had the 2 Flipper 7-inches, their first 2, and I I didn't. And he said, yeah, he likes them better than the album. So I looked online, and there was a seller selling them both for pretty good price, actually. So I bought them. And this is the first one. Really flimsy paper. I mean, looks like it was just stamped on. It's on red vinyl. Sex Bomb. Brainwash. So I think that might be their first single. I should have looked it up. And it's just Subterranean Records. It got a address for the record company. And yeah. And the other one is Love Canal and Ha Ha Ha. Now I do have Ha 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 on a comp. They should have put that on their first album, but whatever. Pretty weird. Disturbing. It's not as disturbing as that Big Black record I showed, though, is it? And this one. Whoa, what is this? There's a surprise around every corner. Oh, it's got a picture of the band and the lyrics. (1980) Yeah, 1980. So this might be their first one. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Love Canal, backed with Ha Ha Ha. So yeah, now I have the first two Flipper 7 inches. We're almost done here. I got one more single here, and Martin Jones showed this. He showed all his 7 inches, and this is a comp that he showed. Where Are They Now file. And it's got Jello by Afro. I bought it because it has an L7 song. It's great. Got Gray Matter and No Means No. But yeah, I basically got it for the L7 song. But it's good. All of it's good. I think it's a bootleg. And it's on this label that looks like the Sub Pop label, but it's obviously not. And it's on yellow vinyl. And it's got a write-up. This is like a booklet. It's almost like a fanzine, actually. It is a fanzine. And it's pretty elaborate. Pretty kind of political bullshit. A lot of it. But, you know. It is what it is. And the last things I'm going to show here. The In Groove. He has a record store in Phoenix, Arizona. He bought a shitload of 7 inches. Maybe one of the best punk rock collections ever. And he's slowly going through them, and he's posting them on his Discogs page. And they're not priced to go. So he's never going to get rid of all these unless he lowers the prices. But I did buy 4. I went through and I found 4 that were reasonable to me. This was the most expensive of the bunch. Son of a bitch. This is Death in June. Sundogs. It was $20. Rose Clouds of Holocaust and 13 Years of Carry On. Death in June are one of my favorite bands. And you never see this shit. And their records are always expensive, so And I'll never forget where I bought this. Because he put on here the In Groove 7 inch. And then I got 3 more. And I believe this is a band that Martin Jones showed when he was showing his 7 inches, or his albums maybe. And it's the Electric Frankenstein. This is the Electrify Me. This one I believe was $5. Which is not bad. Junk Records. It's on black vinyl. The Electric Frankenstein are really cool. Made in the USA. I'm dang proud of it. Electrify Me and Just Like Your Mom, which is a Vox Pop song, I believe. And I got another Electric Frankenstein. Get Off My Back. Face at the Edge of the Crowd, Electric Frankenstein. They're really cool. Garagey punk. And it's on Junk Records again. And one last one. That one was $5 too, and this one was $8. And it's Electric Frankenstein, Devil Dust, back with Right Now. And this one turned out to be a picture disc, which I didn't realize at the time. I might not have bought it, but it sounds fine. Electric Frankenstein, Devil Dust, back with Right Now. And really cool stuff. So I bought 4. I don't think I'll buy any more from that In Groove sale. They're too much. But I occasionally look, and I looked a couple of days ago, and he had a bunch of Clash 7-inches, and some were like in the $14 range, but some were like $30-$40. I looked today, and they're all gone, I think, except for one. So I think the high dollar value items he's getting rid of, but some of the more common stuff, I think he's going to have trouble. Take care, everybody. This is the Final Rich is Full of Shit version. Don't like box sets, but I bought some.